tough being a regular straight guy, too. In this society, we live in a very puritanical, homophobic society. You just can't do certain things. You can't be too expressive with your body. You just can't, you can't announce yourself. You can't, I'm here. You can't do that. You can't walk in. I've always wanted to, just that. You can't frolic through wheat. That's all. No matter how stressful my day, I can never just run through wheat and just forget my sorrows. You know what I mean? Never. Women never go, oh my God, that's so hot, he's frolicking. They never, not once in the history of man. You can't run through that same wheat field like this. You can't drag a hand over the wheat either. You can't do that. There's no manual for it. I just know that's not allowed. Without sending a different signal, that's all. It's funny too, when guys, I noticed I was at a game the other day and guys cheer like this, like they gotta, if you're like, yeah, if you're cheering your team on, or you're at a concert, or what, yeah, we're number one. It's this. See how I got the little bend here? This area gets a lot of oxygen, and I'm here, right? That's how I got, yeah, woo, number one. You'll never see your buddy like, woo, we're number one. We're not, you can't lock the knees and the elbow at the same time. You can't do that. It's funny. Straight guys will never lock their knees, and you never lock the joints. I'll tell you a story. I thought about that because my buddy, I don't like making fun of anybody for being gay, or I just never thought it was funny, because I got, my buddies, I have a friend who's a drag queen, and I grew up with him, very gay, really, like feathers, the whole thing. He's literally the kind of guys, when I'm with him, I've had other gay men come up and go, friend's a little, and, yeah. So this guy brought out a snake, and I don't like snakes, okay? So I was with my other friends and my buddy Jay, and I assumed the standard I don't like snake stance, the standard straight guy, I don't like snake stance, which is a little here. You see, again, a bend in the knees here, I'm low here, and I'm ready in case I gotta punch the snake in the fangs. Right? And that's how, if you ever look at regular straight guys, there's always a little hunch to the shoulders. There's always a little, I think it goes back to hunting. I think it goes back to caveman days where, when you're hunting deer, you gotta have a little give because you're staying under the foliage here. You can't, if you have good posture, they see your head. Right? You know what I mean? Is that you're spooking the deer with your posture. So you got to stay under here like that, and then you got to push off here. It's always when you spear a deer, but then again, that rustling may not be a deer, could be a tiger, so you got to fucking fight it, But hunting, fighting posture, which is what men live in, that's because life is that way. It's a hunt and a fight, which is deep. Yeah. Anyway, but we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that subject in a second. But here's the thing. So back to the snake. Okay, so the guy, I'm like, keep the snake away, and all my buddies are doing a variation on that theme, like, I don't want the snake. And my buddy, my Jay's, the drag queen, I swear to God, he's looking at the snake like this. I was like, Jay, you look like a penguin under arrest. That's what I said, because I'm witty. You can't do that. You can't defend against a snake. You're making yourself a bigger target. Can't keep a permanent snarl. I don't like that.